So we got tier 6 resources can now be collected across wider areas in the PvE part of the deep desert. Added an element of randomization to respawn timer of unique loot containers in the deep desert. It's not going to take long for people to figure out like what the parameters are, but I'm guessing it's probably going to range from like X amount of time to X amount of time for it to generate. However, what they need to do in addition to that is make so the NPCs respawn in sync with the loot and not just, oh, there's enemies in here. Surely if I spend the next like 5-10 minutes clearing out this area, there will be loot at the end, and then come to find there's no loot. Stadium tier crafting components were split up to drop based on the content location. Added a chance of a different selection of uniques dropped and PvE loot in the deep desert, which is good. The fact it was the exact same loot as you would get in the PvP, there was no real incentive to go to the PvP location. Spawn rate of medium fields increased from 5 to 8. The spawn rate? Or do they mean quantity? Because rate, you would expect a man, I fucking hate patch notes. Rate, you would expect a time frame, not just a generic number. So I'm assuming that's the amount of spawns. And small spice fields increased from 22 to 30. I mean, that's not much of a bump, but I mean, that's a lot of spawns for the small ones. Did we mention how Sector D became PvP and our base got demolished? I don't know who. I've been told this by many people, so definitely maybe. I know there was a group that went out this morning and cleaned house and apparently had left my base alone. Not that there was really anything in there to begin with, because I depoted everything on Saturday night. But yeah, I don't know why they decided, hey, here's the weekly patch. Let us roll it out the day before wipe instead of waiting until wipe. One would think they'd do the wipe and the patch simultaneously to avoid things like that. Lost 2 refineries, a carrier, and a ton of materials. And Funcom really does keep on playing themselves, don't they? The delay for leaving a PvP security zone. What do you mean? Oh, the delay. 5 seconds to 30 seconds to prevent border camping and allow PvP players to protect their area. The transition takes 30 seconds now. PvE players are going to hate that update.